Hello all, as we have gone through the Kubernetes architecture in the previous lectures, so today we'll start with all other components which are DevOps or an SRE team handles, and we'll see all the components which is generally in use in day-to-day life of a DevOps engineer. So the smallest unit in Kubernetes, we can say it as a pod. So pod is the smallest deployable unit in Kubernetes, and it can have a single container as well as it can have multi-containers inside that. These again can act together to serve the purpose of the application. So just for example, we can see here we have a multi-container pod. We have a web server container which is hosting the application or the web server part, and then we have a sidecar container. The use case of a sidecar container may be multiple, like it can be mostly it can be used for a logging purpose, where you can have a sidecar container which is helping you for the logging part again and again for the application. Again, there may be several other use cases, like you can have a DNS pod in every container. So it depends again on the use case and other things. So you can think a pod as kind of a wrapper around a container. So basically, you can say if you have a Docker container or Podman, etc. So that can be wrapped in a that can be wrapped that can the particular Docker can be wrapped, and it can be called as a pod. In the pod, again, you can have multiple containers or single containers, depending on your needs. So the multiple container, whenever there are the containers, you can say it as a sidecar container. Now again, we can see the evolution, how we have evolved from the previous few years. So earlier we had used to deploy over the hardware and all. Then came virtualization, where we created a lot of virtualization with the hypervisor and other things. We created VMs. So we used to work on the VMs, and then came containerization. So containerization, we can have or host a lot of containers over the same VM, with the help of differentiating them with the help of namespaces and creating more and more space in the VM. So came Docker, where we are partitioning the VM into different spaces, and in the small blocks we say it is a Docker or a container. Then comes Kubernetes, where we are hosting multiple again containers within the same pod.